Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Gupta and you are watching Gateway for Engineers. So let us start today with the next topic of engineering mathematics, that is differential equation. So let's begin. Differential equations are two types. One is ordinary differential equation and partial differential equation. This is ODE, this is PDE. Now see, y equal to fx. Here y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable. Means x, y, the value of y depends on the value of x. So y is the function of x. And here in partial differential equation, y is the function of two or more variables. Okay. So here are two independent variables x and t and one dependent variable, that is y. So here in ODE, d2y upon dx2 plus a square y equal to 0, and here del means partial differential. This is called partial or del. Del 2y upon del t2 equal to a square del 2y upon del x2. Okay. Now we will start with ODE. Now let us start. What is order? Order is the highest derivative appearing on it. Means in this differential equation, the highest derivative is called the order, and degree is the highest power of highest derivative. Okay, you have to find the highest derivative in the equation, and the highest power of that derivative is called degree. See this equation, d2y upon dt2 whole power 1 plus 4 into dy upon dt whole square plus y cube plus 2 equal to 0. Here highest derivative is d2y upon dt2, therefore order is 2 and the power is 1, therefore degree is also 1. Okay. Note, for finding order and degree, the differential equation must be free from radicals and fraction. Yeah, no radicals, no fraction on their power. After that only we can find the order and degree of that equation. See here, it's to the power 3 by 2 here. No fraction, we have to convert into the integers. So squaring both sides, we get here 2, here 3. So order will be 2 and degree will be also 2. Okay. Now always there is a question of how to solve the given differential equation. Okay. So there are different methods. The methods which we will be seeing now have very formulas. So no need to panic, just go through that and practice, because as you practice you will come to know it's very easy and you can apply seeing the questions. Okay. First is variable separation method. Solving OD with variable separation method. See, integration function of y into dy plus function of x into dx equal to some constant. Like this, yes, you see dy upon dx equal to e power x plus y plus x square e power y. Here e power x plus y can be written as e power x into e power y. Then taking e power y as common, you can write e power y into e power x plus x square. Here function e power x plus x square is a function of x and e power y is a function of y. So dy upon e power y equal to dx into e power x plus x square. Now you can integrate both sides. So this way you can separate the variables. Next we come to first order linear differential equation. See, here the highest order is 1 and degree is also 1 in first order linear differential equation. It's also called Leibniz equation. Okay, how is you can identify that dy by dx plus py equal to q. Okay, here p and q are function of x, or the equation can be dx upon dy plus ax equal to b. Here a and b will be the function of y. Okay. Now here the solution is given by finding the integrating factor. Here we will find the integrating factor. The integrating factor will be given as e power integration p dx. This is p e power integration p dx. Now the solution is given in y into if equal to integration q into if dx plus c. This is the solution of Leibniz equation. And the second form is dx upon dy plus ax equal to b. The solution will be x into if plus integration of b into if into dy plus c. Okay, come to the exact differential equation. Any differential equation in the form of m x comma y dx plus n x comma y dy equal to 0 is exact if du equal to, means any change, equal to m dx plus n dy equal to 0, means no change. Its solution is u x comma y equal to constant. This is the condition, but the main and necessary condition is partial derivative of m with respect to y must be equal to partial derivative of n with respect to x. Okay, del m upon del y must be equal to del n upon del x for the given equation to be in exact form. So after, if this equation satisfies, then the solution is integration m dx with y constant plus integration terms of n not containing x, okay, into dy equal to constant. This is the solution. Or another solution will be, if not this, then this is the solution, that integration n dy with x constant plus terms of m not containing y into dx equal to c. But generally the first one is preferred while solving the questions. For example, see here, x cube plus 3xy square dy plus 3x square y plus y cube dy equal to 0. For here the c, first one with dx will be m and with dy it will be named as n. Now m equal to x cube plus 3xy square and n equal to 3x square y plus y cube. Now del m upon del y equal to 6xy and del n upon del x equal to 6xy, means both are same, therefore this is an exact form. So its solution will be integration y equal to constant m dx plus integration terms of n without containing x dy equal to c. See here, this is m, so put at as it is with and integrate with y equal to constant, and here in terms of n not containing x, so first one contain x, we will not take that, so only y cube. So here integration y cube dy equal to constant. So after integrating we get that x power 4 upon 4 plus 3x square y square upon 2 plus y power 4 upon 4 equal to c. This is the solution. So like this we proceed in exact form. Now there are times when the equation are given that which are not exact, but we have to convert or reduce in exact differential equation. So what to do that? If del m upon del y not equal to del n upon del x, if this is the case, then the equation is multiplied by a factor to make it exact. After that follow the above steps, means after multiplying by the factor then follow these steps. Okay, so rule 1 2, and this factor is called integrating factor in some in the cases. So rule 1 is, if m dx plus n dy equal to 0 is not exact but homogeneous. Homogeneous means number of powers in every term is same. For example, see here, f x comma y is x square minus 3xy plus y square is homogeneous. Why? See, x power is 2 and x into y, this term power is also 2, and here also y power 2, means 2 2 2, each term has a power of 2, so it's a homogeneous equation. Okay, not exact but homogeneous, then the integrating factor is 1 by mx plus ny. Okay, this is the integrating factor. Rule number 2, all this application will be clear if you solve the numericals. Rule number 2, if given that m dx plus n dy equal to 0 and if not exact but it is a function of f xy into y dx plus g xy into x dy equal to 0, then the if will be 1 by mx minus ny. Just seeing the form of the question you can identify which rule to apply. If 1 by n into del m upon del y minus del n upon del x is a function of x, then the integrating factor is this, in e to the power integration fx dx. If 1 by m del n upon del x minus del m upon del y equal to function of y, then the if will be integration e to the power integration fy dy. Okay, Now coming to higher order differential equation. See, the power of n minus 1, then 0 equal to x. To solve, replace d by dx with capital D, d2 upon dx2 with capital D square will be changed to d power n plus k1 d power n minus 1 plus dot 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 plus kn into y equal to x. Now this becomes any function of d, differential operator, function of d into y equal to x. So the solution of this equation is given as y equal to cf plus pi. Cf is the complementary function and pi is the particular integral. It comes from x and it comes from d. Okay. So this is the complete solution. Cf plus pi will give you the complete solution. If x equal to 0, then pi equal to 0 definitely. Now for this equations, get the auxiliary equation. This is called the auxiliary equation. Function of d equal to 0 will be the auxiliary equation. Then replace d with m to find the roots of the auxiliary equation m1, m2, m3 dot dot dot. Get the, after finding the roots, get the complementary functions. And after that, if x is there, then get the pi. And last step will be to combine both to form the complete solution. Okay. Now, roots of the auxiliary equations, these are the cases and this will be the CF for these cases. Okay, first one is m1, m2, m3 real and different roots, then the complementary functions will be c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x plus dot dot dot. If m1, m1 comma m3 means two real and equal roots, then the CF will be c1 plus c2x into e power m1x plus c3 e power m3x plus dot dot dot. Okay. Similarly, if three roots, then c1 three equal roots, then c1 plus c2 plus c1 plus c2x plus c3x square e power m1x plus c4 e power m4x plus dot dot dot. Now, if the roots has a pair of complex roots alpha plus I beta, comma alpha minus I beta, comma m3 plus dot dot dot, then the CF will be e power alpha x c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x plus c3 e power m3 x plus dot dot dot. Now, if two pairs of equal and imaginary roots, if two pairs are there, then e power alpha x c1 plus c2x cos beta x c1 plus c3 plus c4 x sin beta x plus c5 e power m5 x plus dot dot dot. Now, if I had a pair of irrational roots alpha plus root beta, comma alpha minus root beta, because see imaginary pairs also occur, imaginary roots occur in pair and the irrational form also occur in pair by finding the roots. So e power alpha x, for this e power alpha x c1 cos root beta x plus c2 sin hyperbolic root beta x plus c3 e power mx plus dot dot dot. So this is rarely asked, but you have to know this. Now these are the cases and these are the pi for means particular integral for these different cases. X equal to 0, you know that pi equal to 0. If x equal to e power ax, then pi equal to 1 by f of d e power ax at d equal to a. But if f of a equal to 0, then what you have to do? You have to write the pi as 1 by f dash at d equal to a x into e power ax. Okay. Now again, if f dash is equal to 0, then pi equal to x square divided by f double dash a e power ax, and this will continue if the denominator turns out to be 0. Okay. Now if x equal to any function of sine or cos, like sine ax plus b or cos ax plus b, then pi is given as 1 by fd sine ax plus b or cos ax plus b. Now in place of d square, put minus a square for both this function. Put in place of d square, put minus a square. So you will get 1 by a function of minus a square sine ax plus b. Now if this function of minus a square is 0, then pi will be x upon phi dash minus a square and the remaining function, and this will continue. So same as the above. Now if x equal to x power n, then pi is 1 by function of d into x or f of d inverse x bar n. Remember, see, this is the expansion. Okay, if 1 plus x whole power minus 1 is 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus dot dot dot, and 1 minus x whole power minus 1 replace x by minus x, this will turn out to be 1 plus x plus x square plus dot dot dot. So remember these two formulas while solving this type of cases, as any form of f d whole power minus 1 into x power 1, you have to expand and then solve. And remember that d power minus 1 means you have to do the integration, because d means differentiation and inverse of differentiation will be integration, so you have to do that. And the last case is x equal to e power ax into any function. So pi will be 1 by f of d e power ax into any function. Put d equal to d plus a to take out e power ax into a function. Then pi equal to e power ax into 1 by f of d plus a into v. Now you have to see the above cases in which case the v suits, and then find, then solve. Okay. Now method of variation of parameter. This is the another case. If x is not any of the above 5, means this 5, if x is not that, then you have to follow this method of variation of parameter. See here, cf, if cf comes out to be c1y plus c2y2, c1y1 plus c2y2, and y1 and y2 are the function of x, then pi will be a into y1 plus b into y2, where a will be minus integration x by w into y2 dx, and b will be integration x by w into y1 dx. Okay, and where w is the Roskian operator, that is determinant of y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. Okay, and complete solution will be y equal to c1 plus a y1 plus c2 plus b y2. Now another case is Cauchy linear equation, and this is the last case for the differential equation. X bar n into d bar n y upon d x bar n plus x bar n minus 1, and like this equal to x. If this is the case, then you have to put x equal to e bar t and d equal to d by dt. So x d by dx equal to d x square d square upon dx square equal to d into d minus 1, and like this. And after this you will form same equation as above in the function of d, and you can proceed. So let's now, so this completes your differential equation formulas and concepts. I hope you like this video. Please share with your friends, and do comment in the comment section how you like my the way I give you the formulas. Okay, thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and share as much as you can. Thank you.